Hello there crew, in this video I'm going to show you how and why you can use Grid, how we use it, and this is what we are going to recreate. What you see here is the EEDI tool. I just made it in about half an hour based on my Excel sheet that Thijs already made available to us. And here you can see when you scroll around it's already interactive, and I'm going to show you how you can get to this point and also how you can put it on the website and of course why we use it, what for. But before we start, I just want to say that although I'm just getting started with Grid, I'm just getting a hang of the functionalities, it is really intuitive. It took me, when I started, just mere minutes to figure it all out. And of course there's a whole world on Google and YouTube which you can view with a lot of other tutorials. But for our case, I'm going to show you how we use it in particular, also in combination, of course, with Squarespace, the platform itself. So what we'll do is first we're going to start over. So I'm going to go to the Grid interface. You need to log in. At some point, I'm going to make the login details for you available. But here you can see all the different tools that I've made so far. Here you see the EEDI tool. But we're going to start with a blank document. And this is what you start with. Well, the first step is to go to the bottom right and choose a spreadsheet to upload. And here we have the tool, the spreadsheet. So everything is done by Excel. That's really the basis. So you start with making an Excel sheet. You upload it. You wait. And there we have it. Yeah, so this is the Excel sheet that you've uploaded. Here we have all the data. We cannot change that here. This is just the Excel sheet, and here is where the magic happens. So you can either use these pluses and other columns, or you can do backslash column element. I'm going to add another column element. We're going to add 3. You just saw that we have the 3 different columns first. We start with vessel class, ship class, sustainable ships. Ship class, enter, and we had what was the other one? Move me around. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself over here. Fuel type. Tab doesn't work, and engine speed. Okay, here you just saw a radio selection button, but we're going to use a drop-down selection. And the target cell would be this one. Move myself around again. And the options that we're going to use are, I've put it in drop-down, these. I'm going to change them later. Yeah, I see that because it's container, the value itself is container, and here we have different options. We'll change it later. That's a good exercise. I want to make this a little bit wider, so I go to advanced, and width is going to be large, as you can see. Right. Fuel type. For fuel type, we're going to do a radio selection. Go to grid overview, radio selection, fuel type MDO. Options are going to be the ones that we have here. There we go. And I want to make it flow with the text, so we're going to do flow with text. Beautiful. And engine speed, also radio selection. That's the cell. The options are here. And we're going to make flow with the text. Perfect. Well, that's a good start. And now we need to add here a different column that's already added. We need to add 2 columns, as you can see, or 3, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to use same column elements. And then we have, let's see, containers. That's the most important one. Containers. Let's do a main engine power. Engine power first. Reference speed. Actual that way. As you can see, it doesn't really matter what the order is in your Excel sheet. I made the input output like this because then it's easier to put in Grid, but you don't have to do it. You can just go to all the different tabs, and in the end it only matters what's on Grid. So all you need to do is make your Excel sheet work. Doesn't matter how nasty it is, and it'll work. So Here we have a slider, and we're gonna use containers. There we go. Minimum is gonna be 0. Maximum is gonna be whatever, 40,000 is the max, but we're gonna go a little bit more. Step, just leave it at auto. We can always change it later. Flow text doesn't matter because we're gonna hide the results here. We're gonna set, this is a little trick. You need to add 1, 2, 3. First, a little bit of text before you can size the column or resize the column, before you can align the text in the column to the middle. And here we're going to do the same. First, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to, no, everyone align. There we go. And here we're going to do a input field. There we go. With the same target cell, containers. Because when we change this one, that one would also be changed, and we want that. Yeah, there we go. And here we're just going to do a minimum 0, and then you can always override the maximum. And well, we'll get to that point. Now, we're going to go through all of them in the same way, and I'm going to speed the process up a little bit. So we're going to do a slider here, slider, and we're going to do a slider here, and a slider, and we're going to do a slider here. And as you can see, it doesn't line up completely. So you might think, hey, that's not looking great. It doesn't, because we need to hide values here. Hide values, and then it all aligns perfectly. There we go. So now then you can do the input cells, you can do the sliders at the same way, and again, you can always change them later. So this is our main board. And this is also where the fun starts, because I'm going to do a little bit horizontal rule in between. That's making it better to divide into parts. And here we have something else, because we want to show the end result. And I already tried, because I made the other version, the previous version, so I know a little bit or two about what's going to happen. So instead of just doing IMO EEDI at 70% is, remove space, this one, here you have the value. We're going to do it a little bit differently, otherwise we're going to get into trouble later. First, we're going to add a column element, and again, this is only because I just figured it out. And we're going to do is this value, is this value, is this value. All right, and now I'm going to show you why. This is basically everything that we need, and I'll leave the column just for a moment. But as you can see, this is not the sustainable ships colors that we like. So what we need to do first, move myself again, go to document statistics, write something, doesn't matter, because this tutorial, language fine, appearance, that's what we want. We can change the colors to make it look more like a sustainable ships color. So I know that the document background needs to be the sustainable ships blue, 0A1543. You'll learn that soon enough. And all the accents will be pure white. There we go. Yeah, that smells more like a sustainable ships tool. And our official font is Poppins. There we go. Not Poopins, Poppins. Fun stuff. It's good to have fun. And that's it. I think we're almost done. And we can change here by deleting the column. Doesn't work. Delete column. Okay. And now, as you saw just in the previous section, I first made this align in the middle. And here we're going to do a little trick. We're going to change the background color, into our into pure white. There we go. And now you see why I did it in this way, because here the fonts are blanked out because they're also white. So we need to go to formatting and change the color to sustainable ships blue. This is 1543. And then we see it again. And you cannot do that with a text element. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm just winging it. Okay. And we're going to change this to a little bit fatter. See what he does. Yeah. No. Yeah. Ooh, well, there. All right, stop the clock. A few minutes, and here we have our tool. And again, as you can see, well, I haven't filled in all the blanks, but it doesn't work perfectly, but it does work. And here we have, yeah, all the different thingies. So I need to change that one as well. I saw it in the previous tool. But this is the basis. And this is basically all you need to do, except were it not for one thing, we need to put it online. So everything here is automatically updated. And I'm going to use the previous one because this untitled tool is just to show you the ropes. And we're going to share it. First by making the document public. Anyone can view it. That's always the first step. We're not going to unlist my document. Unlisting means that only people with the link can view it. No, we're going to make it fully publicly available. And here we can see embed options, and that's why we need to embed it on the website. Just leave this as it is. Just say copy embed. There we go. And then we go to Squarespace. And here you can see that I already went there. And I went to About because I wanted to show you, depends on where you're going to put it. But we're going to put it at Products, already made a place. You can see here, EEDI Tool. Determine your EEDI in 2 minutes. Put some text and stuff there. And this is what we're going to change. And here you can see I already had an embed block. I'm going to delete it for the moment, just to have you show it. I'm going to delete this one as well. And that one needs to be EEDI, all semantics. So we're going to go for an embed block. Embed. And we're going to do embed data. We're going to paste it. Boom. That's it. That's all we need to do. Yeah, and here the alignment, well, I don't know. It's just never going to be perfect. So don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. We're just going to leave it. It's in the middle, roughly in the middle. That's fine. And I'm going to change it later. But here you can do save. Well, you know what? I'm going to do publish. Copy this link. Now it's online and accessible to everyone. So if we type in the link, EEDI Tool, also needs to change that. There we go. Yeah, that's it. As you can see, it kind of changes everything. Awesome. That's it. Then there's only one thing to do. Celebration is in order. Yeah, I had fun. So this is basically it. And if you can't figure it out, just let me know. Google it yourself. Or at some point, of course, you can always ask the help desk from Grid itself. Have fun with making a lot of tools. And good luck on your journey.